station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Haley Milam. We're going to get to your top stories in just a minute. But first, getting over to meteorologist Jackie Lair with a quick check on our Memorial Day forecast. Hey, Jackie.
Yeah, hey there, Haley. Out there earlier this morning, we had the cloud cover, even a couple of light sprinkles. So those are continuing to fade away. And we'll see more of that sunshine breaking out into this afternoon. So after a bit of a dreary / gloomy start to the day, we'll actually see more of that sunshine breaking out with high temperatures climbing back in those low to mid 70s out there for your Memorial Day afternoon. We'll still have that low humidity in place and just a light breeze, mainly out of the northeast today. Now, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, we cloud up yet again. Temperatures start off into those low to mid 50s tomorrow morning as everyone heads back to work after the holiday weekend. And then we're talking about scattered rain showers expected later on tomorrow afternoon and even more wet weather on the way for Wednesday. I'll go over all those details and how much rainfall you can expect coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Developing now out of Virginia, police investigating after 4 people were shot in an Alexandria neighborhood. This happening earlier this morning. This video from the scene on Florence Drive. 3 men and 1 woman are hurt. Their conditions we're currently working to find out. Police say this stemmed from an argument among the individuals yesterday. Stick with us. We're going to have more on this incident on the news at noon. And we've got an update on a story we brought you on Friday night. A triple shooting in Southeast DC left a man and a teenager dead and another teen fighting for his life in the hospital. 16-year-old Royale Walker and 19-year-old Jamar Jackson. They died in the shooting on 4th Street, not far from Henley Elementary School. The 14-year-old is still in the hospital with life-threatening injuries, but right now no one is in custody. If you know anything about what happened, contact police. And developing now, police are investigating after a man was shot dead inside of an apartment building in Northwest. Investigators say he was killed by a stray bullet. It happened last night on the corner of Ogden Street and Harford Place. Police say the gunman fired 1 shot from an alley that went into the home and hit the man. Police don't believe the shooter targeted the victim, but they're still searching for the suspect.
This is tragic. There's no doubt about it. Everyone deserves to feel safe, not just in community, but in their residence. And so our hearts and our thoughts go out to this family, to this community, and we intend to get to the bottom of this.
It's been a violent month in the district. Police say this is the 11th homicide in just 11 days. And in Virginia, a child is dead after drowning in a pool. This happening over the weekend in Fairfax. Police say officers responded to a drowning at a pool on Ashley Road and Harrow Lane over the weekend. The child was airlifted to a hospital where they died. Police haven't released the child's age or any information about the family. And disturbing news out of Maryland. Police are investigating after human remains were found inside of a burning car. It happened last night in Anne Arundel County. Crews responding to a parking lot fire at the Tropic Bay Water Gardens in Davidsonville just after 9 o'clock. Crews were able to put that fire out, but that's when they found human remains in the vehicle's glove compartment. Those remains were taken to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy to identify them. And developing now, 10 people are without a home after a house fire in Southeast DC. Fire officials say it happened around 1 yesterday afternoon on Anacostia Street. Look at those flames in this video here. You can see the smoke coming out of the building. Officials say the fire started on the 1st floor of the home. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Here's the family dog. You can see firefighters rescuing him with oxygen. Fortunately, everyone's going to be okay. The Red Cross is assisting the 7 adults and 3 children who now don't have a home. And President Donald Trump said the U.S. will delay a 50% tariff on European goods. The agreement coming after a call between Trump and the European Commission. In a Truth Social post late last week, Trump threatened the 50% tariff and complained about trade negotiations with the EU. Now, the extension pushes the date back from June 1st to July 9th. That call coming in response to the Truth Social post. Now, after the meeting, Trump told reporters about the call with the European Union Commission president.
That was the date she requested. Could we move it from June 1st to July 9th? And I agreed to do that. And that she said we will rapidly get together and see if we can work something out.
In response, President von der Leyen said on social media that Europe is ready to advance talks swiftly and decisively. And D.C. Council is expected to review Mayor Muriel Bowser's budget proposal this week. That, according to Councilmember Brooke Pinto. This coming as the council met with the mayor and the city CFO behind closed doors earlier this month. That's because council members were airing frustrations over the budget that was due last month. Pinto says the council is anticipating reviewing the budget tomorrow. And a heads up for Virginians. Drivers can expect expensive tolls on interstates, highways, bridges, and expressways, but many don't know the penalty of not paying. Missing a toll may seem not so serious at first, but failing to resolve them can lead to fines and legal issues. Failing to pay a toll leads to an invoice being sent to the registered owner's home. And if that's not paid, drivers are issued a toll violation notice and an additional fee. And then if you miss that payment, you receive the final reminder and a subsequent fee. Memorial Day may be an extra day off of work, barbecues, and good times with loved ones, but many are marking the day remembering the true meaning of Memorial Day. Our Dave Laval reports from the Korean War Memorial, where people are paying their respects to those who made the ultimate sacrifice for the United States.
Look at the wall. Philadelphia's Lee Harold visits family from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Their schedule includes a stop at the Korean War Memorial.
This is like, it just takes me to an emotional place because you just never understand the great sacrifice of our, military personnel.
People pay their respects and learn more about the conflict that claimed over 36,000 American service personnel their lives.
I want to honor their lives for sacrificing theirs, protecting our country.
Crowds make their way along the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Some learn more about the war that took the lives of over 58,000 American troops. Others come in search of a lost loved one.
Warms your heart. I love seeing it.
Navy veteran Gary Chiswick of San Diego is glad to see so many people turn out at all the memorials to honor fallen comrades.
You make friendships and you miss them. It affects you. It affects me.
The memorial service solemn reminders our freedom is not free. Along the National Mall, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
And a traffic alert in the district. Today is the National Memorial Day Parade. A lot of roads are already closed. The parade route here on your screen, it follows Constitution Avenue from 7th to 17th Streets. Several cross streets are closed for the parade, and even more are going to be closed for parking. The parade starts at 2 p.m. Jackie, a lot of folks headed out, probably tens of thousands anticipated there on Constitution. What can they expect weather-wise?
Yeah, after we did start off with mainly cloudy skies out there this morning, later on this afternoon for that National Memorial Day Parade, we should be seeing a bit more of that sunshine breaking out. Temperatures hovering into those lower 70s through much of the afternoon as well. Partly sun-filled as we look ahead towards 4 o'clock this afternoon. Overall, what else are we tracking here in the Weather Center for your Memorial Day Monday? We're talking about the clouds giving way to more sunshine, temperatures mild, very similar to what we had over the course of the weekend. But today, still looking at that low humidity and less wind compared to what we had over the weekend. Showers will be returning as we look ahead towards tomorrow afternoon, a bit more scattered across the area compared to a couple of spot sprinkles we had early this morning. It'll be cooler and wet on Wednesday. Will be warmer Thursday with some potential of some thunderstorms into the afternoon Thursday. But let's talk about futurecasts out there through the day today. Much of that cloud cover continuing to exit. More of that sunshine breaking out into the afternoon as highs will top out low to mid 70s. We'll see a light breeze mainly out of the northeast that will eventually shift to mainly out the south into early tomorrow morning. Clouds start to thicken as we look ahead towards tomorrow morning as well, and some more of that wet weather starts to overspread the region as we look ahead towards later on tomorrow afternoon. So you will need the rain gear at times for your Tuesday afternoon and evening commutes. High temperatures tomorrow, likely a little bit cooler than the day today. We're talking about highs back in the upper 60s to lower 70s tomorrow. Today we'll be back in those low to mid 70s across much of the area for your Memorial Day. So again, as everyone heads back to work after the holiday weekend, tracking more of that wet weather weather, not only Tuesday, but also Wednesday. Wednesday looking quite wet out there as that system down towards our south and west starts to push its way in. So Wednesday, much of the day looking quite wet through at least the early evening hours before eventually that rainfall continues to exit. That warm front drifts in into your Thursday. That will be providing us a bit of a boost in the temperature department after a cool Wednesday ahead. We'll see that chance for some thunderstorms developing into the afternoon hours as we start to warm things up. So we go from those high temperatures Wednesday into the upper 60s to right around 80 on Thursday. Friday, cold front approaching from the west, but overall, let's talk about how much rainfall we could see over the course of the next several days. I would think into your Wednesday, even this extends all the way into early Thursday morning. We're looking at a widespread at least inch of rainfall for much of the area. So we're looking at more so a soaking rainfall out there, not only later on Tuesday, but also into your Wednesday as well. So thankfully that holds off, considering today is Memorial Day, and we'll see those temperatures much cooler. Upper 60s Wednesday, right around 80 though Thursday, upper 70s Friday. Spot shower chance both Saturday and Sunday, but at least we're tracking slightly warmer temperatures compared to this past weekend, back in those lower 80s as we look ahead towards Saturday and Sunday.
All right, Jackie, and speaking of rain, hurricane season is just days away. This season expected to be more active than usual. Ocean waters are going to be warmer than they typically are, contributing to the rise in activity. Forecasters are predicting around 6 to 10 hurricanes this season, with 3 to 5 of those being Category 3 and above. NOAA says they're fully staffed and ready for hurricane season.
Prediction, modeling, and protecting human lives and property is our top priority. So we are fully staffed at the Hurricane Center, and we definitely are ready to go. And we are really making this a top priority for this administration, for NOAA, for the Department of Commerce.
Hurricane season begins on June 1st. While the season is projected to be busy, it's expected to be a little better than 2024. Memorial Day means the unofficial start to summer, and a lot of folks are firing up the grill for the first time in months. But if you don't prep your grill correctly, things could go real bad, real easily too. Kelly Pellier with our sister station breaks down what you need to know to stay safe.
Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of summer, and a lot of folks are firing up the grill for the first time this season. But Spire officials say if you don't prep correctly, things could go bad in a hurry.
It can literally go from just fine to really, really bad very, very quickly, right? If you get a flare up or something catches or ignites that you weren't counting on, I mean, you can literally have a big fire on your hands in a matter of just a minute or so.
John Mink with Spire says a few simple tips can help avoid some dangerous situations. He says if you haven't fired up the grill in a while, first clean out any old food debris that could catch fire with a food-safe brush. Also make sure everything is still in working condition.
When you're lighting a natural gas or a propane grill, you want to do so with the lid open. And the reason for that is because if for some reason the gas doesn't ignite immediately, it can build up if the lid is closed, and obviously there can be a flash.
He also says making sure you have enough distance between your grill and home is vital.
That's right. So here we're a few feet away from the house, and with most gas grills, typically 3 feet is sufficient. If you're cooking with charcoal, though, you probably want to make sure you're about 10 feet away from any structures. And then obviously you want to make sure there's nothing overhead either. At least 8 feet clearance.
Having the right tools nearby is also important, so you never have to leave your grill unattended.
I like to have a pair of grill gloves. These are nice insulated gloves. And then for any small flare-ups, a good squirt of water to tamp those down. But just in case things get out of hand, you also want to make sure you have a fire extinguisher handy.
So before you flip those burgers and roast the hot dogs, take a few minutes to make sure the only thing heating up this weekend is the grill.
Good tips there. Well, in honor of all of those who've served the Rolling to Remember event taking place in the district, thousands of motorcyclists hit the pavement to raise awareness for veterans' mental health. On Friday, those bikes were blessed at the National Cathedral. There was also a candlelight vigil at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. This is the 37th year for the event. Riders who participated say this is an important event to honor and raise awareness for what service members are facing.
Because we have to take care of our veterans. We signed on that line. We wrote that blank check to die for this country. And when we come back from war, we need to be taken care of.
Now, the ride started at the Pentagon. It went around the Capitol, and after the ride, there was a rally. Well, that is all we have for you this morning on DC News Now. Stick around for more news and weather coming up on DC News Now at noon.